It's gross, and I hope that they stay off me.
Yeah, they call them bugs for a reason. And now we've learned the swarm of cicadas this summer is also bringing with it another pest that has a lot of people itching. The cicadas are gross but harmless. However, the mites that are following them are nearly impossible to see, and they bite. WBTV's Claire Kopsky joins us from the 4 Mile Creek Greenway. Claire, it's hard to believe we're still talking about cicadas.
Well, Dedrick, that's right. You might have thought you were done with those pesky cicadas since the noise has died down. But if you're outside this weekend, maybe you're going on a greenway or you're just going to be out in your yard, be aware of these microscopic mites, that they are out with a vengeance because they are feeding on hundreds of the of the cicada eggs that the cicadas left behind.
It's the sound that marked the summer.
Crazy just walking outside. You could barely hear each other because of how loud they were.
The 13-year brood of cicadas descended on a wide swath of the U.S. in May. While they've mostly died, just by walking on the Greenway in Charlotte, you'll see they left something behind.
Little things on the ground, and they're definitely if you step on them, they're very crunchy.
Beyond those shells, female cicadas left hundreds of eggs that oak leaf itch mites are feasting on.
These tiny spiders that are about less than a quarter of a millimeter, so tiny that is not perceptible to our normal vision. These mites are here all the time, but they have become they have increased their numbers because there had been more food for them.
In a region where trees are unavoidable, that's where pediatrician Carlos Paxter says you're most likely to get bit.
And that will be the worst. But unfortunately, they can also fly with the air and go in other places.
He says even if you stay indoors, beware.
To keep your windows closed.
While their bite may present like a mosquito bite does on your skin, the mite bite itches more than a mosquito's.
The major problem with this is how we respond to these bites.
If you can't ignore the itch, that's when he says the mites might lead to infection.
Start scratching with dirty hands. We can also bring germs inside and cause infections.
Dr. Paxter says those with the itch can get a cream to treat it. But for those who don't think they've been bitten yet, just knowing that these little spiders are flying in the air is enough to give anyone the creeps.
It's gross, and I hope that they stay off me.
Well, after being outside for any amount of time, if you're wanting to take a precaution, doctors tell me that you can wash off with lukewarm water. We're going to have more tips on what you can do to try to prevent bug bites that maybe will also work on the mite bites.